Hello there, I'm Rabina and I'm the Australian Gypsy. I'm going to take you on a lovely journey. I spent 2 weeks travelling from the Gold Coast in Queensland to Sydney Harbour in Sydney, New South Wales. I stopped at lots of free rest stops and filmed them for you so that if you're travelling in a car while here in Australia and you can't afford accommodation, then I have some great places for you to visit and stay for free. I started at Danga Point, which is on the border of Queensland and New South Wales, and this is where we sit on the grass to watch for whales. It's fabulous when they're migrating either south or north, and you can come to Australia and do that too. Two inexpensive campsites when you are thinking about going to Tweed Heads is the Murwillumbah Showground and the Tyalgum Showground. Tyalgum Showground, great little place to stay. Both Murwillumbah in New South Wales and Tyalgum are two great inexpensive places for you to camp that are very close to the Gold Coast. Everything in the Gold Coast is quite expensive and there's not too much in the way of free campsites. Murwillumbah is $20 a night for 2 people and Tyalgum is just 10. Typical rest stop sign looks like. Can you see it through the glass in my car? So 3 kilometres up the highway here there's a rest stop where when you're travelling you can sleep in your car and stay in these rest stops for free. They have very strict rules about being tidy and leaving no trace that you've been there. In other words, don't leave rubbish or make a mess, and don't make too much noise while you're in the rest stops. And yeah, all for free while you're in Australia. I'm going to take you on this lovely journey today. This is a typical rest stop where you drive in, and as you can see there's caravans and RVs and backpackers, and there's even a man here in a tent selling hot coffee. And there's the toilet block just there. And if there's no space, something else I'd like to point out, have a look at where that man's parked. Now, that's a no-go zone. In other words, he's not supposed to be parked there, and nor's this next person. There's a sign down further that says that area is for caravans or cars with trailers. The space down here, can you see how the line's coming out way past where those cars are parked with their nose in? Well, that's where they're supposed to be parked. So while you're in Australia, you really don't want to get a fine, do you? So obey the signs. And of course there's a children's playground area here as well. And barbecues. Where's the barbecue? I'll take you down and show you the barbecue. Whoops, just cruising down here a bit further. Okay, they're just there. See the yellow metal square thing over there? It has a roof over it, and they're free as well. And there's the coffee man there, all set up where you can go and buy a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and a biscuit. He sometimes has light snacks, and there are the toilets. There's no showers here. As you can see, there's tank water, and the tank water is for the hand basins for you to wash your hands. There is no drinking water in these types of rest stops, and no showers usually. So you can go to a garage. A garage is like a service station where you go to get petrol. So sometimes you can pay $2 and sometimes it's free if you buy your petrol there. And I'll show you one of those typical service stations later. Now the reason that they have no camping sign, where is it? There. Let's make that a bit larger. Is because this is on sewer, and that's where the sewerage tank is. So you can't go and put your camping site, your tent, over there on that grass. Okay, this is a 24-hour rest stop, but there's no camping on that particular part of the grass. However, back further, lots of people put their tents up there. Now, whatever you do, do not put your tent up until you're ready to go to bed. And it must be a small tent. It's not a camping ground. Make sure your tent is picked up before sunup, because that will destroy our grass and you'll get a fine. It's not a camping ground, it's a rest stop. Once upon a time, I had a big RV. Now I just have a tiny four-wheel drive with an awning. Make sure you have sunshades because the sun's pretty hot here in Australia. And take time to view all of our beautiful animals and flowers along the way. Do make sure you've got some extra power to charge up your phone and your computers while you're here. And all you will ever need, really, is just a small stove, and this is the one that I like. I went right round Australia for 7 years with one of these. I'm the Australian Gypsy, and do view my next video because we're going to be going from Brunswick Heads down to Yamba. Like and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. Over and out. See you on the next video. Bye now.